Verse 35, Ulladhu Naarpadhu, 40 verses on reality given to us by Sri Ramana Maharshi. சித்தமாய் உள்பொருளை தேர்ந்தெடுத்தல் சித்தி பிற சித்தியெல்லாம் சொப்பனமார் சித்திகளே நித்திரை விட்டு ஓர்ந்தால் அவை மெய்யோ பொய்மை உண்மை நிலை நின்று பொய்மை தீர்ந்தார் தியங்குவரோ தேர். In this verse, Sri Bhagavan is talking about people's desire for supernatural powers, what is called occult powers. Bhagavan is very straightforward and forthright. He says, never ever look for such powers. You will be trapped forever. சித்தமாய் உள்பொருளை தேர்ந்தெடுத்தல் சித்தி. What is permanent? Make a choice to pursue that, he says. Don't go for such silly powers. சித்தமாய் உள்பொருளை தேர்ந்தெடுத்தல் சித்தி. Real power is being established in yourself. In other words, self-realization is the real power. Don't look for anything below that. சித்தமாய் உள்பொருளை தேர்ந்தெடுத்தல் சித்தி பிற சித்தியெல்லாம் சொப்பனமார் சித்திகளே. If you look for other supernatural powers apart from atma, they are like the powers that you experience in a dream. Upon waking up, how much ever powerful you found yourself in dream, upon waking up, how it is useless. The same way, if you realize your true nature, all these supernatural powers and occult powers that you aspire for will be found to be a waste. Because upon realization, you are none other than God Himself. You are one with God. That is what Advaita Vedanta says, Tattvamasi, that thou art. So this is a wake-up call. சித்தமாய் உள்பொருளை தேர்ந்தெடுத்தல் சித்தி பிற சித்தியெல்லாம் சொப்பனமார் சித்திகளே நித்திரை விட்டு ஓர்ந்தால் அவை மெய்யோ உண்மை நிலை நின்று பொய்மை தீர்ந்தார் தியங்குவரோ தேர். If you really find out your true nature through vicharam, if you really know experientially that you are atma, you will never be deluded by these supernatural powers or occult powers. It's like this. In Devi Kalotram, Sri Bhagavan is talking about what kind of occult powers are there. With the practice of uttering mantra, you can kill someone. You can create enmity among people. Sri Bhagavan has listed. And if you find somebody energetic, you can tie him down. The way a person is tied down with the rope, with energy you can tie down. You can launch evil forces upon other person. Of course, this is black magic. It is there in all cultures. You can launch evil forces upon others, and you can make women come after you. If you are men, don't get carried away. There are n number of such things which a person may acquire on the way to self-realization when you practice such things as pranayama. Some people get these powers, some people don't get. It all depends on their prarabdha karma. But then you might ask, okay, I am giving up all my desire for occult powers, supernatural powers. If I get jnanam, if you say that you will be one with the Supreme Lord of the universe, then will I not have powers? You will have. That Sri Bhagavan calls automatic divine action. Although Bhagavan was very careful about not displaying any of his powers, he was caught incidentally when certain things happened. For example, Kavya Ganta Ganapati Muni was there, his disciple. It was he who named Sri Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. Earlier, Ramana Maharshi was known as Brahmana Swami or Venkatraman. One day, this Kavya Ganta Ganapati had been to Chennai, a city where there is a temple, and he was sitting there in the temple, and Bhagavan was in Tiruvannamalai. But Bhagavan appeared in front of Kavya Ganta Ganapati Muni in Chennai for a moment or two, and then he disappeared. Then Kavya Ganta Ganapati Muni returned to Tiruvannamalai and asked Bhagavan, how come Bhagavan you appeared in Chennai? So Sri Bhagavan said, what do I know? I had been lying here. Suddenly I found my body to be, traveling like an aeroplane. I saw the city down, Tiruvannamalai city down. And I remember being there in Chennai in the temple, and then I am back. So he would not give importance to these things because He calls it automatic divine action. When you get jnanam or self-realization, certain things will follow. And if you want the perspective, he says in another place in talks, since a jnani remains in his essential nature and since he has permeated all the recesses of the self, he can call up any force into action whenever and wherever it is necessary. He says according to one's prarabdha, after realization, certain powers will come to you naturally. He says even if they do not come to you, if you are a jnani, if you want, you can call up any force into action. But the problem is, once you become one with the entire universe, once you realize that there is nothing apart from you in the universe, you are appearing as the universe. As Atma, Brahman, you are appearing as this Brahman. Then what desire will you have? Whom will you control? If nobody is apart from you, who will you control? Whose wealth would you like to acquire? You will become totally satisfied being Atma. Because Atma is said to be Purnam, complete. You have eaten to the brim. Say for example, you come home, you come to my house. I offer you a savory or a biryani, spicy food, very tasty food. You will say, no, I don't want, I am full. The same way, once we realize our true nature, all desires will fall off. Desires are there only so long as ego is there, body identification is there. The whole effort of Ramana Maharshi's teaching and other rishis' teaching is that we should make this bodily sense of I dissolve into our original nature, which is Atma, Brahman. So the caution is never aspire for occult powers or supernatural powers if you are really intelligent. Because there are several people called yoga brashtas. Those people who treaded the path of spirituality, found some powers coming to them, they lost themselves and they were stuck for lifetimes. Real intelligence is really aspiring for jnanam. Jnanam is self-realization, knowing one's true nature, the screen, awareness screen, the existence consciousness bliss screen that we are. In between, if you are enamored of the scenery, we are caught. So this verse serves as a caution, because some people might get powers. It will come to you automatically once you do pranayama, once you do mantra japa. These are all incidental. Knowing things at a distance, being able to see what is happening at a distance, telepathy, television, all these are common. It is there, but for a jnani, what is not there for a jnani? Jnani is everything. So there is no question of selected powers. But they will not disturb people, because people's lives are run according to their prarabdha karmas. Again, if you go to the presence of a jnani, your sins will get burnt. He will load all your sins upon himself. Such is the compassionate state of jnanis. So if it is something worth striving for, it is self-realization. It is jnanam. Nothing less. Because people suffer when they are identified with their body, when they are subject to pains and suffering, they start looking for relief. They started looking for succor. They start looking for powers. They want to control others. They want to achieve wealth, fame, name. Real intelligence is giving up this ego, this bodily sense of I. That is what Advaita Vedanta is, trumpeting all the time. Hey, Tattvamasi, you are that. Already there is a veil, yes, which cannot be denied. Try to remove the veil through Atma Vicharam, self-enquiry. Do self-enquiry. So, this verse, Shri Bhagavan says, real intelligence is, real power is that power which is in jnanam, self-realization. Self-realization is the greatest power. And in many places, Shri Bhagavan says, there is no greater gain than gaining Atma itself. Because it is that Atma, Brahman, which is appearing as this entire universe, and in that entire physical universe, you are a tiny dot and you have huge desires. desires as big as the universe itself. That is binding, that is bondage. So this is the struggle. People will get readily enlightened, all people, provided this condition is not there. Which condition? Can you give up desires, all desires? You will become one with the God. Then you might ask, what is the use of becoming the Almighty, one with the Almighty, after giving up all desires? What will I do, gain? This is the paradoxical question. Jnanam for the sake of jnanam, self-realization for the sake of self-realization, not for gaining anything. If you have the courage, if you have the valor, you have to aim at jnanam by sacrificing all your desires, because all your desires depend upon the I thought. I am Sentivel, so I lack this, I lack fame, I lack money, and so on. If you really we are intelligent, we will start questioning, who is this individual? Does he have permanent existence or borrowed existence? Is he a phantom-like existence or is he permanent? Who is masquerading as this I thought, as this ego? See, here is where intelligence lies. Because your sense of I, my sense of I is nothing but a phantom. Sri Bhagavan says, if you search for it, it will run away, it will flee. You will find that it doesn't exist at all. It's a little hard to digest. Of course, I accept. Last 4 years of intense vicharam and study, still, I get carried away by thoughts. Then come back. As Sri Bhagavan says, let n number of soldiers come out of the fort. He says, hack them. He's talking about thoughts. Hack them, hack them, hack them, until the last person is hacked. This is the process of vicharam. Whenever thought arises, question to whom? To me. Who am I? Am I this body? Who is saying this? The body, the ear is not saying that, the nose is not saying that, the hand is not saying that, the mind is saying that. What is that mind? Which is the birthplace? A is appearing as B. Atma is appearing as this bodily sense of I. What is my connection with Atma? Am I Atma or this bodily sense of I? So this verse talks about, don't go after supernatural powers or occult powers. Of course, once you become self-realized, you will be one with the Lord. And what is it that you are going to lack? Nothing. What is it that will not come to you? Everything will come to you, because you are everything. You are one. The entire universe is one. One only exists. It appears as the world, as Jiva, individual, and God, etc. So, real power is attaining our true nature, reaching out our true nature. Method, vehicle, vicharam, self-inquiry. Let us think about it.